my internet instantly shut me down from trying to start up the stream, and then I just came back later at night just to do a stress test so I could watch what happens. While I see what goes on, and I was like, yeah, it's so random. It's not like a time-framed thing. It is just a sporadic mess. Oh, 100 bells. Thanks, man. So it could drop randomly at this point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm even planning to do today. Oh, did Philbert leave? Oh, Philbert left. Another thing from Red. Just cash. Mom sent me a letter. She's like, hey, the internet's still bad. And the HRA is like, we can't do anything about it. Wow, so real. But, yeah, it has been a mess. It just fluctuated around the points. So we're still in that phase of, I don't know what I'm going to do today. We could just be golfing for all I know. I could maybe play something completely random that I have and just play it and fight through every frame drop and just play it so I'm playing something if that's not super important. I don't know. Like, it's just gonna be a whatever until shit fixed. Pillbug. And even if it does, the tech comes out during the week, sure as shit don't feel like it's gonna get fixed. I'm still gonna be very hesitant about it. There you go. Yeah, you remember. So who knows what's going to happen? That's a nice painting. Don't think I've gotten it. What the hell does a nice painting look like? I always look at this. But I'm always wrong. I mean, if there is something wrong, it's so hard to see the smallest details. I'll just buy it. We'll just say screw it. Worst case scenario, it's fake. Yeah, it was just like, this is happening, and then he just plugged into the router and checked it, or the modem, plugged into the modem and looked at everything. It was like, yeah, there's this one problem, fixed it, and just assumed, all's good, good luck. Okay, and then even right after he left, I watched, and I was like, I mean, it didn't go down or anything when I checked, but I was like, I can kind of tell how shaky everything was. Like, it's not going to be perfect. My numbers are never perfect. Like, they're not going to sit flat on the numbers I want, but... Yes, I know. Yeah, I know he did. Then what's wrong? Oh, God, yeah, you had that guy. How dare he think I want insurance? But yeah, he, the guy just like checked something, found out the thing was not using the right piece on the modem. Fixed it. Quote unquote, fix it, whatever. It's like, this should help now. I was like, okay, cool. But shouldn't we, like, go and look just to make sure everything else is hooked in correctly? And he's like, no, it should be good. It should have just been that. fucking leaves. I'm watching it, and I'm like, I can still see it fluctuate, like not drastically at the time after he left. I could just see that it doesn't feel like it wants to hold steady. I don't know, just something about it when I looked at the numbers didn't give me much comfort that anything changed. But I wasn't gonna know until I either start streaming or I just keep monitoring 24/7 until I see it, and just to see if a dip will happen. Leaves. And nothing's changed. It is still completely inconsistent. It's not even like, oh, well, when I put pressure on streaming, it goes bad. It's like it just happens to go bad at random points, as if like the connection itself, it just like either the modem just gives up for a moment, has like a horrific hiccup and doesn't know what to do, resulting in everything just locking up and nothing moving, or the connection is very weak, also known as the cord might be loose down below the house, which I cannot get to. That rich aroma, that bold taste, it penetrates my very soul. Yum. And no one in this house can, because either we're all kind of like, you know, like Mom can't be crawling, still healing from her arm thing, can't be doing that, and I don't want her going under the place. Mom's boyfriend is physically unable to, and I'm too, like, shit to do that. Does it affect every piece of tech? I don't know. Wi-Fi hasn't really been that great. I mean, I've seen it jump on my Wi-Fi, but like the overall internet is fluctuating. It's not just off my computer, I don't think. Then again, it's hard for me to get a good gauge on the Wi-Fi. But I watched my router, and my router just says that, like, this is how much I'm using. So when I'm streaming, I'm using about 4 to 5 of my upload. It's telling me that I'm being fed 4 to 5 upload. All of a sudden, my router will then tell me nothing is being fed, like somebody just cut it off. Like, but not because them throttling it. It just means like somewhere between the modem and the connection has given up. Like, it stopped doing it properly, and is sending me way less than it should be sending. And I made sure that like no other piece of tech was just eating away at it for some reason. And I've like it's just. Like I said, I think the modem's going bad or something failing. And again, when we moved my setup, that cord that runs from underneath my home and up into the modem got moved and nudged a lot during me moving my entire setup. And for all I know, whatever it's connected to got dislodged slightly. It's still hooked in, but it's not hooked in well enough. And it might be causing some signal struggles to be sent to the modem. Because those are like my only 2 options left. If those aren't it, then I'm shit out of luck with ideas here, other than the ISP is just bad. Or their overarching cord that, like, their wires that run this whole place for their internet providing whatever is just going bad. Not carrying too much. Put this down. Put shovel away. Put this away. Sell peaches. So, I don't know. It has to be at this point a loose connection or a bad modem. I'm like, I don't know. As we've changed the router, we've changed cables. But I don't know. It's like I would like to believe, like, oh, they're just having a bad time, it'll fix over time, but it's been a month, so it's got to be one of these things, and it happened. Like, it was having some issues when we played Yakuza, and that was before I moved my setup. That was before things. But, you know, there's been always those random nights and days where it just goes bad and then it gets better. But this has been, it went bad after I moved my setup, and it hasn't returned since. And I've changed everything cord-wise, and the only thing I can think of is something got yanked when it was getting moved that it shouldn't have been with the modem, and it's fucked. And or the cord underneath the house is loose. It has to be one of those two. Like, there's no other thing at this point other than their straight-up connection is failing. I've done everything else, my computer, to make sure my computer isn't the problem. But I felt like I saw my fluctuations happening both on Wi-Fi and other things. But I also disconnected like everything when I changed my internet or my router. So like nothing's connected. So I'm not like fucking up anything or something's eating too much. Put this in here for just a moment. So, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll call on Tuesday. We'll get an appointment of something. We'll see what happens. I don't know when it will be. I don't know when the guy will show up. For all I know, we could be fine for the rest of the day. We could be shit in about an hour. I don't know. Like, that's the problem. Is it's been so inconsistent. I have no idea what could with this internet right now. Because I'm already watching it. I usually, when I stream, back on my old OBS thing, and I've tried different things with OBS before updating and stuff. But like before, it went from just, it would be a square, and it would be green, yellow, orange, red, whatever you would see, and you could tell when your internet's starting to go down or struggle on OBS. And when we had all those Yakuza issues, when we were playing the first time, it was happening when I tried to beat Yakuza 5 at, like, in the morning. Whatever the hell. I kept watching it go green to orange, red, green, orange, red, whatever, and now... But then on a normal day, I never see it fluctuate. And when I switched and my OBS changed, and I got it to set up to do the dual streaming, which I haven't even been able to use... and I've even reverted back just to make sure, because I'm very, like, well, what if it's this causing issues, you know? Like, I'm very, like, not superstitious, but, like, I've, like, well, this changed. What if I go back this? This changed. What, you know, just retracing things that worked once to make sure. Like, it was fine here. Let's try this. Like, this was fine. Let's try this again. And, you know, shit doesn't really change. But lately, I'm watching it every time, and now it's, instead of a square, it's a 4-bar connection thing, like a signal, and I can watch on OBS, and every so often I do see it go from 4 to 3 and almost 2, but not low enough to cause a frame drop, but it's clearly fluctuated to almost going below my requirement for streaming. And that's when I'm not monitoring the router or the constant speeds. That's just my brief glance. I'm just watching it kind of almost start to tank, but then it kind of recovers because it's remembering to do its job, but then it's also not able to do its job. So we're just going to have a tech do everything, check everything, replace the modem, replace the cord. I don't give a shit. Even if they're not the problem, fucking just give me everything new again. Or their version of new. Like, I don't care. Start over like when we first moved, when it was working. Pitfall. Ah. I'm tired of it. Go to the grave. Good, I'm burying it with me. print all of the icons of the games I own and put them in my grave. But it is irritating, though, the internet, because I'm like, I just want to play things. I can't do it. I mean, I can go back to just doing YouTube stuff only. Doing YouTube recordings, but it's going to take forever to fucking upload a video. But it sucks. And like I said, I won't really know when it's truly fixed. Oh god, I don't care. You know, I won't really know when it's fixed until we could just get through a stream where it's not majority drop frames. Like, oh, I know today it could go perfectly fine. And it's like, why? I don't know. But I'm not holding my breath. If I get through this stream with minimal frame drops, I'm going to say it's because it's raining. Because every time it rains, my internet somehow gets stronger, and it makes no sense. Yeah. I want to be able to get through like a week or two. With as little... because there's always going to be a frame hiccup every so often. It's just how this shit goes. But I'd rather not it be so... debilitating, demoralizing to just have it all go down. And I'm like, well, I gotta pause the entire thing. But I don't know what I'm doing yet today. Like I said, I might switch and play some golf or something, like just golf and hang out for a bit, and then maybe I'll do something else. But I really don't have a whole lot right now in the plan department that I feel like doing, because I don't want to sit there and get excited to play shit and then it just fucking eats shit. But when I finally know it's good to go and I'm feeling better, because I haven't been feeling in the best the past, like, week, I'm definitely going to just do a streamathon now out of spite to just fucking catch up on games and play games. And if that... and then watch my internet go to shit right after the streamathon because they're like, you used too much. And I'm like, I don't care. Fuck you. I'm at a 3-bar connection, and that's just OBS telling me my upload is draining. He just sighs. Get to work. Want to be able to continue Final Fantasy. I want to finally have the futon so I can sit back and relax while I play Persona. I can't even fucking sit and play that because it's been like that is not something I want to sit there and constantly pause and be like, sorry. I've put like 24 to 26 games on the fishing thing. So when we eventually return to that fishing thing that we've been doing that people like to use their channel points on, those games will be thrown into the mix during the streamathon. That I will either be doing tasks I need to complete, or I will be having to beat the game, depending on what I put in there. But of course, there'll be a cooldown on the fishing. Like, I'll have it go for like once every like 20 or 30 minutes, because if I let you, and you know, the usual bits and subs can bypass, I guess, that wait, but it's just because I need to have a little fairness and not being overly stocked with back-to-back shit and never playing what we should be playing. I want it. building up. I think so far I have most of the stuff. I think I have a clock. I already have this. I think I do anyway. The only thing is, I think one of the games that's thrown on the list, I'm gonna have to rebuy. So I don't know if I'm gonna take it off the list right now because I'm not really financially ready to make any game purchases at the moment, unless it's like a new game I really want to play, or it's really cheap and on sale. Because it was a game that I thought I had until I spent my free time looking over and moving shit around and realizing that I did not get the game that I was supposed to get. Instead, I got an empty case. I don't want any of these. Now we made good money. I think it's time for a haircut. I never look at a guy because I just like being fucked over with a gross hairstyle. I'll be here. Let me know when it's my turn. Sweaty. I'm the trendy type. Oh god, here we go again. Oh, you know, same old, same old. Still shit, still awful, still a mess. Won't know until during the week when we have another tech out. I always get this hairstyle. A whole new me and it's pink, baby. Next time I'll look at something and see if there's a hairstyle I really want and I'll go for it. But for now, it's just taking a day at a time until we get the tech to really look at things. Too much fluctuating, too shitty to stay consistent. Like right now it's fine, but I've watched it tank a little, but not enough to drop any frames. But not for right now anyway. But we'll see. If I can go any certain amount of days without any issues, that'd be fucking fantastic. Perfect. Right next to the trash can so I can drink my sodas and then throw it into here, into this can. But it's been a mess. Oops. It's like the only positive is I've managed to get a couple games that I've been wanting to play in the future that I either owned on my 360, but I knew the discs weren't that great, or my 360 is also a piece of shit, but I've also got them to work on my PC that I've been wanting to do. Like, because they did come out with the PC versions of the games long ago. I finally got it working. So I'm like, good. I'll have some fun little ideas for future playthroughs when I ever get to it. At least one of them I already started. We were playing The Godfather 2, which I know it's not a great game, but I like the concept of it. I want to continue that at some point. And then we showed off. I wanted to make sure it worked, but we have Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That will be a thing I want to play in the future. I got that working on PC. And then I got 2 other games that I'm excited to play. One of them will just be played at a random point in time, whether it's for a Classic Tuesday thing, because it is an older, like in that range of older games I pick, but also and then the other one I gotta wait for a specific requirement. Once I do something specific, then I can start that game. Now we sit and catch fish. Watching you upload, I see you going down to 3 bars. I know what you want to do. My OBS telling me you're tanking. I'm not monitoring the numbers itself right now. Again, it makes it sound like I'm trying to use, like I'm not hardwired in. I am. It's just that that's just the OBS's thing showing it in bars. When it starts to go down to 3 or 2, I know my upload is plummeting a bit in the background. It's having an unstable time. Luckily not enough to go below my threshold of required bitrate, but getting close. Since I didn't really want to do like Rune Factory and all that, but I still wanted to play a farming game, I was like, I almost was going to do restart and play Back to Nature for fun for Harvest Moon. My only thing why I didn't do that is because I don't want that game in my head to ever be associated with a bad time of internet issues. Because if I ever stop playing it, I'll just think back to when I just had a miserable time with my internet. So I'm like, I'll just stick to doing random shit like golfing, baseball, just the shit people don't care that much about, or things that don't have a huge narrative. Until I know things are fixed. Which sucks, because I could sit here and we could go and I could go play fucking sports games or whatever for 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. And the internet could be fine the entire day, and I'll be upset that that is 4 to 5 hours I could have done something while I had the internet, but I just don't know if or when I'll have the internet because of this shit. It's so inconsistent. Before it was just the upload. My download stayed pretty fine, but now I'm noticing the download is starting to tank by the same, like, because I have like only like a 24 or 25 up, and I've watched the download go down by the same amount of up that's been taken away from me, if not more. Sometimes I watch the download just drop by like 100. It's not enough for me to notice anything if I'm downloading certain things, because I'm stuck with old ass hard drives that don't download very fast to begin with, but enough to kind of notice there's some hiccups every so often. So I'm like, yeah, my entire connection's starting to fail a bit and becoming inconsistent. But even if it's stable for tonight, still calling the tech, still going to have them look at every little thing. And if I have to, and be like, prepare to bring a modem, just fucking switch this one out just to be safe. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to double tap. One of you is a piece of trash. Luckily, this will, by the time this ever gets uploaded for YouTube, because I've just decided to record the episode since I haven't been doing it very much on Animal Crossing, hopefully all my internet troubles are gone by the time you see this sometime. Well, the first few videos I think are going up in July. But by the time you see this episode, given how many we've done, it'd probably be way past. Means it's natural for me? This is the best me? Yeah, just keep being you. Keep yelling pancakes. It's what maple syrup would want. Hi, Maple. I have it. Bet you want it, don't you? If you're nice, I'll trade it for your horse mackerel. Gotta have it. But it is just a bubble shirt still. Yeah, I'll sell it for even less money than the horse mackerel. It's it. What is it? Thank you. Which room do I still have? Eh. Took my fish, gave me a shirt, slightly used. I had a hard time going to bed. Gotta clean my nose. I had a hard time going to sleep last night because after, like, I was gonna go right to bed after the stress testing so I can get more information on everything fucking up. I had a hard time sleeping. Like, my anxiety and everything about the internet kind of just finally came out where I was like, oh god, what if a tech comes and they just can't find the problem? Oh god. It's like, what if I'm stuck like this forever? Just me sitting there in the dark like, oh god. Just fucking awful. But it was funny because that's just how weird the internet is. We did the stress test and I couldn't even start the stream up the other day for like 7 seconds without the internet just dying. We did a stress test for 2 hours or about an hour and a half and only like 2 hiccups happened before it started to have more hiccups. But I was like, man, that's just, it's all over the place. It's so moody. It's just tires. That's all it is. I was so tired. Like, I was tired yesterday because I did a lot, but I couldn't sleep because I had just, you know, I'm always pretty much expecting the worst of the worst because I don't really like to get my hopes up. But also, I'm like, I am a positive thinker about stuff, but I start to get worn down when all of the things I try to do don't work. And so, like, I've done everything that I can for this internet stuff, whether it's checking shit in my computer to checking the router things to all of it. So now it's just down to the ISP needs to figure something out. But I'm like, just my anxiety kicked off and I was just so stressed about it. Couldn't sleep. Another tire. This way, we might as well just fish out our whole car. And, but I was tired because I lugged around like 2 different air conditioners around the house yesterday because it was awful it was really hot in the house, and we like the other rooms needed it, so I helped out lugging them. And again, lugging an air conditioner is probably easy to the average person that lifts and does a lot of shit. I'm a fucking wimp. Like I don't lift very often. I'm horribly out of shape. So I managed to do it because no one else in the house could. But, ouch. That hurt. Got room for one more. That's all I managed to do yesterday. I was like, I did that. Then we ate pizza. I was like, I'll just do that. And then tried to stream, couldn't stream. And I was like, well, fuck it. But who knows? We've been going for 45 minutes. Haven't really had an issue yet, so it's going to happen soon. Because I jinxed it. But also because it's just weird. It's just so sporadic. But hey, if we get through it without it, then now I'm really lost for words if that would happen. But now I'm watching it fluctuate still, so even if it doesn't go below the threshold for streaming, there's still a problem that needs to be fixed. Oh, I see it. I see what you're doing, Upload. You went to 3 bars. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go back to fucking 4, you piece of shit. Fucking piece of garbage. Why you try to eat your own tongue? Man, he's really mad. Horse mackerel. Macaroni. One of the games I got working on my PC, I won't say which game, of course, because I'm just a fucking super secretive fucking dumbass. I can't wait to play it, but I know I'm going to be awful at it because I think the genre pretty much it's just like a hack and slash. You know, you just go around beating the shit out of a bunch of guys, progress, eventual boss fights, things like that. I'm always awful at them as much as I love them, so I'm like, I can't wait to get my ass kicked in it. But we won't be playing that until I hit a specific requirement, and by that I mean there's something I need to do first before I can play that game. But it will be interesting. Unfortunately, because I spent a lot of money also trying to get shit fixed and things haven't been fixed, and also my upload being absolute garbage, I haven't been able to do a movie night either, because I'm like, well, if I can't stream, we could have just done movie night, but it would have just gone horribly wrong trying to do that. I'm not in the right financial area right now to do that yet. I gotta wait. Then we can do a movie night or two at some point soon, when things start to get fixed and also I earn a bit of money back for the shit I bought. Luckily, movie nights is the one thing DK can't gift me, so it's the one thing I could buy all on my own. I get to be a big boy and put on my big boy pants and make the purchases all on my own. Shut the fuck up. I get to be like a grown up. Kick him now. It's an octopus. A delicious octopus. I mean, actually, there is a way that DK could help with that, with movie nights, but I'd prefer him not spending money on me, so. I'd rather not. Plus, giving him any control, what would happen is, here is 5 copies of The Room. I don't need this. Stop giving me this. So upset. John says that him and his coworkers occasionally will do like a bad movie night thing and watch like average or below average movies, and I'm like, I gave him my suggestion, and I really want him to tell me how or what he thinks of it when he watches it. He hasn't seen it yet. How much room do I have? Yeah, still plenty. I zone out after a while, and I'm like, how much have I caught? Nothing? Cool. Where am I? Okay, you little shit. You're just gonna go to a wall like all the other fish. You do your own thing. Stop doing what everyone else is doing. Because the trend is the wall doesn't mean you gotta follow it. Thank you, seahorse. Giddy up. Yeehaw. I'm gonna say, I feel like I'm having bad luck today if I just keep getting tires. God, there's so many wheels in the water. Watching my meter go to 3 bars again. It might go down to 2. Oh, God. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Normalized again. It's just barely somehow staying above what it needs to be. I just don't trust it. I'll never trust it. I'm going to be a scared boy the whole time. Always happens is I'll keep always looking at OBS to make sure it's not dropping, but then what happens is the moment I start getting comfortable and I'm like, okay, I guess maybe we're lucky today and it's not gonna, and then it just dies. Like, nope. Haha, you thought a good thought, fucker. Stop swimming away. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And a couple carps. Another little seahorse is not going to be a good pay. Thank God we had all those peaches today. So it'll be a good pay. I could go and start sending some cherries off, but I don't really feel like setting that all up right now, but I'll do it next time. I can go and make a cherry delivery to make some money at the next place over. My net out. Damn it, Rocco. Take a shower. It's a flea. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't worry about it. It's just a flea or two, right, hippie? Ugh. Hey, don't sweat it. I smear shit on myself every day. I don't think that's healthy. Of course it's not, hippie. Fucking it up. Oh, you didn't see that go by, you son of a bitch. Your eyesight being so oddly specific. Your video game cone vision. Sea bass. These be the magic fish. All hail fish. Sea bass. I don't like this. It's been quiet. Too quiet for my internet right now, and I don't like it. Makes me very uncomfortable. try to swing with 4 bats. Nice. Throw a little bit of money at the debt. Another successful day of Animal Crossing. You want to call it that. Also, I've been so busy I wasn't around, but hey, Saturday's that flea market day, so I gotta be, I gotta get ready for that again. Oompa oompa po po. Talking to myself. How can salsa be kind of a dance, kind of music, kind of dance, kind of music, and a kind of dip? It's the miracle word. I wasn't around for Yay Day. I was too busy being a sad day. Hi, I'd like to pay my mortgage. 366,000. Don't say. Here's 36,000. That do anything for you? 330,000 left. It's like almost done, but not. Just need to have $300,000 and it'll be no problem. So what we didn't do on YouTube is it was at a random point when I remembered, but I finally got a song in here, so finally my house ain't so quiet. Got the arcade machine. Yeah, yeah. All right. Another successful day of something. Lasagna. Another successful day of a lasagna. Garfield's favorite. Goodbye.